Kansas, one of my favorite places in the country to hunt, and I look forward to this hunt every year.
All right, so let's just review how normally most seasons go. When Jason and I go to the Midwest, we're just competitive. That's just how it is. And typically, it's one year I kill a big deer, next year he kills a big deer, vice versa. Well, last year, he literally handed it to me.
We've got years of trail camera pictures of him, and I am as happy as can be right now.
So this year, come heck or high water, I was gonna figure a way to gar hole him.
Here's the deal. The main deer we're going in here is a deer that we call Ford. He's a big, probably 7, 8, 9-year-old 10-pointer. We've got history with the deer. We know him. He's probably 325 pounds. I mean, he's one of the biggest body deers we've ever had the opportunity to hunt.
Ford was the absolute deer that he wanted. And if you caught the show last week, well, I sort of killed Ford last week.
Dang it, Jason, why wasn't he behind the bow?
One of my 2 least favorite episodes this year. Why? Well, Eric shot my deer. Like, I might as well just go home. They're just like, why am I still here?
I'm sorry, dude. What are you sorry about? Because I wanted you to kill that deer. We're on the same team, man.
So that deer's off the table now. So now, hey, it's a whole new ball game. What's he gonna kill?
Congrats, now it's my turn. Let's see what I can make happen.
I mean, he done everything I wanted him to do. He come in, he horned a tree, he worked scrapes, and then walked right into the tree. Super Fall's been good to us again. He ain't gonna go far. That doesn't happen, people. 2 yards at the base of the tree. Unbelievable morning. He carried that mess all the way. That's a big deal, Chris. Are you kidding? What a deer, son. We just got to the farm this morning. We've been here for several days. Our big deer are starting to lock, and all I'm doing right now, I'm just slipping around super quiet, getting into some of our cameras that we don't want to walk in or drive trucks. And this Quiet Cat is just freaking unreal to do that. So I've got a camera down here. I'm gonna run down and check out. I got it on scrape fix, so Eric's just gonna wait here at the road on me, and I'm gonna run down there and pull the card on it, and hopefully with any luck we're gonna have a big buck on it. So we'll see what's going on.
Years ago when Quiet Cat first came out, you know how you always are. You're always apprehensive about anything new. Oh, why do you need a motorized bike? Well, let me tell you something. Not only are they easy to transport, my thought process is I always like being quiet, getting from point A to point B when I'm whitetail deer hunting. Because I love to run and check a ton of cameras. I want to get in, scent free, super quiet, and I don't want to expend a lot of energy because normally I'm doing it in the middle of the day between hunts. This thing's perfect for it. You can strap stuff on the back. Heck, if you get a deer, you can put him out and put it with a tote behind you and pull the deer out with it. I've drove it in snow, I've drove it through cornfields, I've drove it up hills, down valleys, up mountains, through mud, you name it. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And what is really exciting is I get older, another 15, 20 years from now, hey man, I'm out and be able to go wherever I want to go. I'm gonna take my Quiet Cat, put my bow on my back, and I'm gonna keep on hunting.
People can say what they want, and I was one of those people. I was one of the biggest skeptics there was about these things when they first came out. But this is brilliant. This is like to check trail cameras and put mock scrapes out and put our scrape fix out. This is one of the smartest things that we've ever done because 1, you slip in and out, you don't make any noise. 2, you're not putting any human scent down. You're not touching the ground because your feet are always on the pedals. I mean, it is absolutely genius.
We get to Kansas every single year. We hang our cameras, we get our intel, and within usually 2 to 4 days, we're gonna know exactly what we've got target buck-wise, mature buck, on hand, and who we wanna go after. Ford was the deer that Jason wanted.
As soon as this deer steps out, I said, I'm shooting this deer if it comes over. He's at about 80, 90 yards, and he's just trying to figure out what is not exactly right about the situation.
No, I had an awesome story building for y'all, and deer I had an encounter with. We called him Ford, and Eric decided to shoot him last night when a doe drug him under the stand on the complete opposite end of the farm where he's been living. So hey, it's all good. We're a team. I'm tickled to death, but as of right now, the only other big deer that we've got to hunt is a big 9 in here that Eric actually wanted to kill. So yeah, you know, it's kind of like an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. So hey, deer for deer. We're literally right here tight in a cedar thicket. It's the exact same stand that Eric shot his deer out of last night, but I know it's unorthodox for us to come right back to the same stand, but I disagree. It's the rut. These deer are running everywhere, and this is where our other big deer's at, so you got to be where he's at to kill him. So we done seen some does walk in here, but we're gonna get in here, slip in quiet, probably not doing an interview, because like I said, there's already deer in here, but let's slip in real quiet.
All right, so Ford's gone. Ain't no big deal. There's still a couple other bucks. There's a buck in particular called Red Bull. Jason's got free reign of the farm now. We're riding. Go back to the same set. And wouldn't you know it, here comes the 6x7, and I did not know if Jason could lay off of him or not.
Make sure you subscribe and like the page. On top of that, make sure you click the little notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to know when a new video drops.
Hey guys, be sure to check us out on social media and also on our website. You're going to want to follow along for special exclusive behind the scenes, giveaways, and more about the cast.
Here comes whatever it is. I see that one. There's two back there. There's two big bucks back here. It's just a big one. We've been covered up, ain't we? Yeah. Jason's been trying to say something for about an hour and a half. He's passed up 3 really good bucks tonight. They weren't big enough. He's this close. That's a good afternoon right there. You can't complain with that. We had a 4-year-old 7x5, a 4-year-old 8-pointer, and a giant 3-year-old 9-pointer. And a ton of other just deer, spikes, does, fawns. But it's been crazy. We're right here on the edge of this thicket, leading out to a food plot. And these deer are really starting to get cranked up here in Kansas, so I'm excited for what this week's got in store. This is a killer spot right here. I've got a camera right here I put on this mineral site. I've got another camera over here that I hung a straight fix vine on an old apple tree. I got a big cornfield right here. There's a big crop field right here and right over here. This is kind of like this little staging area, just super thick broom sage. It's got a bunch of clover that we planted back in the spring. I just hung a scrape fix vine right here over it, hung a set right there, but I absolutely can't wait to set over this thing. Whitetail Institute makes some of the best food plot products there is, and we're very successful with it. So this is not like a destination plot. This is just kind of like a small staging plot. These deer feel comfortable in here. They just kind of, every ridge they roll off of and they stage right here in between all these crop fields. Eric had the encounter with a deer we call yardstick. I know he don't want me talking about it, but he's in a stand right there. But this is a mineral site we started about 2-3 years ago, and big deer I killed that one. Oh well, I mean, yeah, you did. You did kill like a 160 out of it, but.
Look at that deer. Look at the head and neck on this deer. Look, I can't even touch my hands on that base on that side.
It is like 74 degrees, but it is that time of year. Deer are doing what they want to do. We're walking this field edge to get to the west of this because we got a south-southwest wind of the thicket, but look at this. I mean, this was done today. Like, how fresh this is. They're hitting in both directions when they walk it. This is stupid, though. I got a good feeling about tonight. This is what we mean by a quartering wind. This right here, see? We've got a south-southeast. It's blowing right here to the edge of this pond behind it. This is a Whitetail Institute food plot. Every one of these deer want to work this on a south kind of wind. It's a little warm, but I think it's still going to be great. It's that time of year, so let's see what happens.
Go ahead, subscribe to our channel, like it. You're going to get that little notification bell. It's going to go off, let you know when something new hit. Follow, subscribe. Happy hunting this fall. We love everybody. Thank you again.
We've not been here 10 minutes and we've already got a doe out here, so deer's already on their feet. It's going to be a good afternoon. It's that time of year. All of our big deer are locked down right now. The only thing we've seen is just a little 2-year-old, but I blind rattled him up. It's just super cool to rattle deer in. I love doing that. We ain't seen none of our giants. I mean, they've literally just vanished. It's like aliens abducted them or something. I don't know where they went, but I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast.
I know where they're at. They're in the
They're in a thicket with a girlfriend. Yeah.
Jason goes through his rattling sequence, and sure enough, it almost never fails in super funnel. Here comes a big bodied deer with a good rack, and it's game on. That's it. That's it. Bucky was up there in the stairway. Big body. It's 5-year-old. I think it's that deer from the bottom that you, I think it's that deer from the bottom that you had under us the other night.
As this deer comes in that I've rattled, he is tearing the world apart. He's got his horns in trees. He's working scrapes. He's breaking branches. He is mad at the world. He is doing everything that you want to see a big whitetail do.
Jason throws a snort wheeze at him, and I knew, as mature as this deer was body-wise, that he was gonna march right in. Question is, can I not talk him into shooting him?
We need you to support us, guys. So go over, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And every time we post something, you're gonna get that little bell going off, and you're gonna know instantly that you can go over and watch it and catch what's going on.
Jason throws a snort wheeze at him, and I knew, as mature as this deer was body-wise, that he was gonna march right in.
Don't move.
Question is, can I not talk him into shooting him?
Man, that's a cool deer. Get your tactic in. Dude, that's a really good deer. I'm thinking about it. His threes are longer than I thought they were. You better make your mind up quick, because you got the easiest shot in the world. Kill him whenever you want to. Dude, we just smoked. Oh, the weather finally broke this morning. It was beautiful. I don't have a clue what deer that is. I don't have any pictures of him. He's not a giant, but he's mature, and I'm not in the business for passing mature deer. He's a super cool deer. He's got a bunch of junk around his bases. I mean, he done everything I wanted him to do. He come in, he horned a tree, he worked scrapes, and then walked right into the tree. Whew.
That's a heck of a shot.
Well, he was right here. He's standing there in the tree. The super funnel's been good to us again. He ain't gonna go far. This is only the second morning we've hunted this year. This has been crazy, just the wind and the weather. And we've just stayed out of the heart of our farm because there was no use in bumping them with it being hot and the winds wrong, and it's paid off. I mean, this is the first time back in after the 1st of November we got dead deer. But right here's my arrow. That one's got a little more red on it than that flag. Today's the day to vote too, by the way. America, baby. I've never seen a blood trail like this. That's why I shoot dead ringer. I mean, it looks like I threw a dang hatchet at this deer. I mean, and it's not just here. It's like all the way up through there. You can see it. Right there he is. He's like right here. He didn't make it nowhere. I mean, obviously if you look at the blood trail, I mean, it's crazy. Right here.
You know, this isn't the biggest deer on the farm by no means horn-wise, but he is an absolute giant bodied. He's a 5 or 6 year old deer. I went back and forth this morning in the stand when he was coming in, trying to decide whether or not I wanted to shoot him. And I'm just gonna be honest, you know, I love to chase big deer, but I also love to shoot deer with my bow, and I'm not in the business of letting 5 and 6 year old deer walk right under the stand, especially when he comes in and puts on a show like this guy. I mean, he came in, horned a tree, worked several scrapes. He's a super cool deer, a lot of character down here, and honestly, that's one of the reasons I shot him, because of that character. I mean, he's just an all-around cool deer. And Kansas has been super, super good to me again this year. It's the same tree I killed fish hook out of. We've killed so many deer out of super funnel. I couldn't be happier, so.
You know what? My hat's off to him. Mature deer, perfectly executed shot.
I was supposed to go to Kansas this year. I wasn't able to go, so Jason took my spot. And this should have been my deer. So I'm gonna live vicariously through Jason. Hey, kudos to Jason there. They put in the hard work. They drive 16 hours out, hang trail cameras, start pouring monster meal out. They take inventory, they hone in on a certain deer, they grind it out, and they kill these deer. And can't wait to see what those two bring home next year.